Number 30. If F's Maclaurin series converges for all real numbers, then if G is the function defined by e raised to the power of that series for f of x, what is the coefficient of the x squared term in the Maclaurin series for G? The basics. F of x, G of x. In the series for G of x, which is a Maclaurin series, which just uses the standard formula that we use for all Taylor-Maclaurin series. And number 30 asks, what's the coefficient on the x squared term? So our answer will be the second derivative of g at 0 divided by 2 factorial. So g of x is e to the power of f of x. We need to know the second derivative of g. So let's begin doing derivatives of function g. The first derivative is e to the power of f of x multiplied by the derivative of f. And then the second derivative will require that we use the product rule. So the derivative of e to the f of x, which is e to the f of x times f prime of x multiplied by the second function plus the derivative of the second function times the first function. That is the product rule. Well, we need to know the second derivative when x is equal to 0. So let's just find this expression when x is 0. So let's evaluate all this, which we should be able to do with the information that we have up here. Starting with f of 0 is equal to all zeros plus 2. All right, now let's come down to f prime of 0. So f prime of x is just the derivative of these terms, and at 0 we'll have all 0 terms plus 3, so 3. And we need f double prime of 0. So we take the derivative of f prime to get f double prime, and when we evaluate when x is 0, we'll have all these 0 terms plus the constant of 2, so that's equal to 2. All right, that takes us to f of 0, which we already know is 2. So now we can find the exact value of the second derivative of g when x is 0. Plugging all those values in, we now know that g double prime of 0 is equal to 9e squared plus 2e squared, which is 11e squared. So back to our Maclaurin series, the coefficient on the x squared term is the second derivative of g at 0, which is 11e squared, divided by 2 factorial. And there's our final answer. This is the coefficient, and that was answer choice D.